So this is gonna be something a little bit different. Well, everything's a little bit different. But like, this thing is, the syndrome is up on your screen because I don't want to spoil the result. This is a replay of a Blood Bowl game that Vera and I played, in like 2020? I think? Like, fucking couple of years ago now. And it's a really fun game, and I just want to have it saved somewhere that isn't, like, locally to the Blood Bowl. So yeah, I'm not gonna commentate on it. You're just gonna watch Blood Bowl until you stop watching Blood Bowl.
Thirsty, Bob?
So,
Always, Jim.
Well, how about a refreshing glass of Bloodweiser?
Well, I want to see that again. So I'm glad the coach does too.
get rid of Syndrome. Blood Bowl.
Welcome back, sports. Don't expect to inflict long-term injuries. The undead are the kings of regeneration.
Right, I forgot. I might, like, move the camera around occasionally, I guess.
Were they asleep then?
I certainly was, Jim. They're going for the ball. That's the way. Get him. He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
Probably worth noting that this was Vera's, like, first game of Blood Bowl ever, I think.
Well, he's big, but he's no help now.
I've got, cutscenes only turned on to armor breaks.
Pain is our game.
So that was annoying. I remember being annoyed by this at the time. I lied. I'm gonna commentate occasionally. I remember being annoyed by that at the time, and I'm still annoyed by it. Just watching it back, and I know what happens. I cannot change the past. I'm still annoyed.
I call that a tie. Good old block to start the match.
Poor Bogdan. But fortunately it was just a stun thanks to the apothecary. No one keeps Bogdan Wisniewski down.
He's away with the fairies. Better watch out. They're murderous little beasts.
Well, I mean he's gonna stay down for an extra turn. Obviously he's stunned, but
What a shame. This big guy should now.
Poppin' Basher, my boy.
Double figures by the end of the second half.
So yes, this was like the first game of this league, and the league's like stopped, obviously. But we're gonna reboot it at some point, and I might stream the games for that on Twitch. So look out for that if you follow my Twitch channel at all. Something that isn't
I
Destiny.
imagine that in their dreams, at least, winning is much. Despite being in the lead, this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
They'll want to get it back as soon as they can.
They've grabbed the ball. A wise move, as it's quite fundamental to the game.
Handoff, followed by a great pass. A classic combination.
The Vera's naming scheme for these men was just giving them all like regular Polish names. I didn't have a naming scheme for mine. These were all just sort of default names for various guys. But there was a bit more variety because it's undead, so there's different types of dude.
That player is looking rather smug for remaining upright. Pride comes before a fall. They're attacking the ball carrier, Bob.
I know, Jim. I'm watching the same match.
So I really wanted a knockdown there, and I didn't get it. And so I went for the reroll, and I still didn't get it. And I use my rerolls offensively every now and then, and maybe I shouldn't do that, but like, you know, sometimes it works pretty well. And then he knocks out my white, which I don't like.
Knuckles kiss.
But I don't get an apothecary because I'm undead, so.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
That was funny, though.
edge of the
I didn't really need this
within
many people
grasping
here.
range
I
of
think I was trying to get
and they're looking hungry.
3 dice, which I didn't get, but
There goes the ball. Lobbed in by the fans. The whole dynamic of the
and
game
obviously
is about to
injury
change.
roll didn't do anything. Knocking Bogdan out the way again. He's taken a few hits as Bogdan. He got stunned. He got knocked down.
If the player is pushed here, it will finish in the public. And in general,
I don't know why I did the 2 going
more
for it
dangerous
rolls one
than
at a
players.
time when I was gonna go for them both anyway. Like, this was a while ago. I don't really have a rationale, but for a lot of the things that I did.
All this focus on the ball is against the spirit of the game. Give me more random violence.
Gosh. That's a good animation. I like that one. The uppercut. That's fun. And then Plague Slicer fucking dies.
Down there, another player on the ground. The
Just out of nowhere, like off a double down, he just dies. And like I said, this was a league game, so... So he's like, sit, there he is, fucking dead. And I don't get to re-roll that because
who used to
he had
hire
dodge
explorers, chosen
and still
from
failed his dodge roll, so...
when they had rioted particularly well.
Didn't really get to do anything with that turn. I'm still not over this. It's like 3 years later. I'm still annoyed about this. First game, they killed one of my ghouls. Like, why would you kill this? It's adorable.
Come on, guys. Clues in the title. Let's see some blood in Bloodbowl.
That's a dangerous place to be. Should they be stomping on the player's neck with those studded boots that hard?
That's not thinking. So
I don't know why I played an animation there, because it didn't break the armor. And Bogdan's been knocked out again. Can't apothecary him this time. This is why Bogdan takes a lot of hits in this game, and that's why I mention him a lot.
it's like peeling an onion. Remove the layers before you.
I mean, it gives the character some some character. It gives your players some character, because like
They're moving the ball really well.
obviously when I play teams like Undead where they have a lot of difference in models, but when you're playing like a human team where they all look the same except the ogre, it's nice to have like that little bit of extra character added to your guys, even if it is just like, oh, this guy got hit a lot. And then of course when they get skills and whatever, there is more character to them, but like first game, you know. I got a lot of armor breaks in this game, and I mean, Undead is a bashy team, so it's not that surprising. I forgot that. It's not that surprising. But it's fun, you know? It's Bloodbowl. Violence is the name of the game. In the corner there, you'll see Thrimmer trying to play Terraria. I don't know if my Steam things pop up on the... What? Camera? I don't know if my Steam things pop up, but...
There's always room in sport for a scratch like this.
And then on the last turn of the half, she equalizes it.
Amazing! That's going to hurt the crowd just as the halftime whistle blows.
Told you. They finally managed
Which
to
is, I like that. It's fun.
The stake bomb as we go into the final quarter of
You're gonna see, like, the sequel to both of these teams when I stream, like, the league matches. It's not, not the same teams, but... I'm playing Undead again, I'm pretty sure. And Vera's playing Humans again. We did a friendly last night. He's dead! He's just dead! My boy Plague Slicer.
Looks like that apothecary's magic sponge was on full charge.
As you see, Bogdan is back up. Because this man does not know when to quit.
With one team having a 3-player advantage, I can't see how the smaller squad will win.
Both teams are on edge. This kick is crucial.
I've only got one white and I don't have my mummy, and I'm very annoyed at this point because of those reasons. I think I'm more annoyed about that than the fact that my ghoul is dead. Just the catcher? Yeah.
That's a good economical pass.
Now that's how you move the ball.
I don't know why there was an attempt to re-roll those two pushes. I guess it was to deal with the white, but like... So obviously, I don't like this guy here. I don't like that Shimon is here. I apologize for the way I'm probably butchering the Polish language. I can't, like... Even the ones I kind of know how to pronounce, I can't do a lot of the phonemes with my mouth.
From the ball holder.
That's it. Aim for the ball carrier. Take them down.
Like, it was a nice try, but that was not going to work a second time, you know? So I've got to run this fucking gauntlet. And then that happens, which I don't like. And then I think it happens again. No? Okay, it doesn't. Okay, cool. And then it's fucking Bogdan.
Balls, Jim.
He does not know when to quit.
There's no harm in making a block on the ball.
That was actually quite good for me. Obviously, like, dealt with it, but like, I could have gone around the side. That's good. I don't like the teams that have the big guys but have like shit like Bonehead or Really Stupid or that kind of thing. Another reason I like Undead is the mummy's only downside is that he's fucking slow. He's also here, but that's whatever, yeah? I think he was just badly hurt. I don't actually remember. I like pushing people off the edge. Who doesn't? I don't know why I put my ghoul in range of the ogre here.
The bigger they are,
The harder they punch.
sometimes the underdog wins the fight. Not this time.
It's just like even watching replays of this game is fun. Anyway, Bogdan's just fallen over. Again. Like, this is a guy that does not know when to quit, and that's an admirable quality for a Bloodbowl player. Although it does mean he's gonna have
If a ball holder goes down,
brain damage.
now this is getting exciting.
Honestly huge. Speaking of huge, you know,
Painful.
makes next thing. Could have saved the apothecary for something like that. I did, I believe, recommend at the time not using the apothecary to turn a KO into a stun, because things like that happen, you know? But it was Bogdan, and I guess you can't really argue with helping Bogdan. Like, the man, the myth, the legend. I don't know why I did that. These were some quick turns. Just falling over repeatedly. Anyway. I fucking killed Bogdan.
A death. I can't connect to a game on an emotional level.
You know, he could have, the apothecary could have saved him from
Carry off your
death.
opponent.
But he's mine now.
He's dead, Bob.
Well, yeah, but even so,
He works for me now. Sudden team transfer. That was the best part of this game.
Team dear.
Like, because, just specifically because he was the one that the apothecary got used on in the very beginning.
They tend to be, obviously not human.
And then I also killed Jan.
That's why I love this game.
So that is, I've killed 2 men and
We know.
pinched the nerve of another guy. So Vera was down 3 guys in her next game. Which was, I think against Delia's fucking Chaos team. Which I imagine didn't go well for Vera. Yeah, because this league was me being undead, Vera on humans, Ash was on lizard men, and Delia was on chaos. I definitely think that I had the most fun. I'm pretty sure in my next game I did also kill someone, or maybe one of my guys died.
Ball in danger.
Death sort of surrounded this team.
not far from the end zone.
I might go for the other. I might show the other games as well, actually. Because obviously they're all saved as replays. And the other ones I don't remember. Sorry, I'm tabbed out at the moment, checking some things. Yeah, I'll probably show the other league games. But it's Casket Robber. The other ghoul that begins with C. After Coffin Bash, you got my first touchdown.
We're in the closing moments of the game. I can't see the receiving team squeezing in another touchdown.
A lot of people died and got injured. My white finally got back up, which was good.
Hey, it's a fresh start. Carnage can start all over again.
There's only 2 turns left each, and
A shortage of 2 players is not insurmountable. But it's not
you see there's
easy to
3
overcome.
dead people there,
Possession is the key to
and 2
winning. Must drive the
dead or
fans
injured.
crazy.
Where is he?
As
Where
the
is he?
team
Where
just
is he?
chip
Come on,
away.
where is he? Where is he? Where's my guy? Bogdan! Putting him right in front of the big guy. He became a centerpiece of my team, of course.
This is going to be decisive.
Not really, he's just a, like, generic zombie.
That player is the one to use. Good call.
I think it gave me the ability to rename him, but why would I do that when, like, the whole point of, like, zombifying the other team, your opponents, is to, like, have their name.
Oh, the ball has been lost.
This is like the reason I chose to play Undead in this league. Anyway, here's the last turn of the game. Nothing happens.
The strength of a bear. Unfortunately, fighting skills have a field of own.
Forget the ball. Just try to
Nothing
get yourself
happens.
in wax.
So yeah, I had 12 armor breaks, and Vera had 10. It was wild. There's the statistics. I didn't pass at all, but I ran a bit more. Stefan the Punisher got 9 star player points. And I don't remember why. I think it was just... I think injuring and killing also does shit. Coffin Bash, Carpet Robber, and Marcus Mortis injured a guy, I think. And then here's, like, all the dice rolls. The d6 and the block dice. You know, there's, like... Then obviously my team. I succeeded 1 regen and failed 1. Right, I'm gonna put up Syndrome again, and then I guess I'll show the other games. Okay, game 2. So round 2, I was up against Ash's team, who just won against I think. Actually, no, I think Delia won against Ash. I don't remember. Let me, because I don't have the league view open. I can just look at the league view, I think. Hold on. Okay, just went and checked. Ash won her game, so this is the winners match. It was a round robin, but this was the winners match in round 2, essentially.
Yes, let's see that again.
I don't really remember this match much. Or the next one against Delia's team. So
Good day, sports fans.
it's not as iconic as the first match, I will admit. That's what, but few matches can be. So yeah, this is Ash's team. It's Lizardmen. You know what Lizardmen look like. There's skinks, there's Croxigores, there's Sauruses. There's only one Croxicore. There's Bogdan. He's had a haircut. I don't know why that happened. It might be because I changed his number. I think I bought a new ghoul in between matches. I'm not sure. I could have counted it there, but I didn't.
My old coach used to say, keep a Saurus inside your tackle zone. It'll be a real
Okay, yeah, I got a new ghoul, which was, one of these two. I think it was Dirt Grinder. And then obviously I don't have my mummy Nefern the Fourth for this one because of the injury.
They're going to spend time on the bench for now.
Yeah, I remember this game didn't go very well for me, but at least I got the regeneration roll, you know? That's another reason to play undead. They don't like dying. Except the ghouls. They like dying. They die all the time. Apparently. The Croxigo is like one of the scariest big guys. Because it's like, Lizardmen are scary because like their basic like bashy players have strength 4. Like by default. Like, agility 1, sure, they can't do anything other than hit, but they hit hard and you get a lot of them. Skink noise. That's the best part of this game, is the skinks making skink noises. Did I have the ball? No. He's just there. So this is just, a lot of this is just me mobbing the Sauruses because that's the only way I can get good blocks against them. Like, see here.
This player likes to be well assisted in fight.
I think I take a lot of 1-die blocks in this game, and you shouldn't really do those.
That'll do. An unmolested enemy in the end zone?
Ah, yes, she was going for like a long pass here. Like a handoff to that guy. He runs down. Passes to that guy. Which irritatingly succeeds.
We have a touchdown.
No, Jim, I didn't. Missed the touchdown.
So Ash definitely the most experienced Blood Bowl player of the four of us. She's got like she knows how to do setups, right? Whereas I kind of vibe it. I like putting Bogdan in the middle. Cause it's funny that I have him. It's a shame you only zombify the first guy you kill each game. But, like, I get why, but it's kind of a bit of a shame. Yeah, but that was turn 2. That was Ash's turn 2 she got that touchdown. Skink moment. Certified skink moment. Like, they're stunty, and they have dodge. Oh yeah, I gave... This is Stefan the Punisher. I gave him Frenzy, which I thought was a good idea. Because he gets to beat people up more effectively. He was the only one that leveled up from the last match. Then I realized I need to be marking these skinks, right? Because
Yes, they
otherwise they're gonna do that again.
Whoopee-dee-doo.
I mean, they're gonna do it again regardless. Is the issue, but...
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength? The domino effect in action.
I love that there's a little bit of screen shake when the Croxigal moves. Like, that's how gigantic this guy is. He has 5 skills at level 1. 5!
With fists flailing, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
And a choke one. Even while dead, even when dead, Bogdan can't get away from having the snot beaten out of him. It was at this point that I'm doing what I'm doing now, which is like, which of these guys like have skills? And I don't think any of them leveled up. Like, some of them do have star player points, but none of them leveled up.
Even Cinch struggled to untangle that. Saurus came up from Slanhopek.
When the match was over, the Elfie was a wreck.
So yeah, my boy Marcus Jointless gets knocked out there. Which is better than what could have happened, but... The main reason to play Lizardman is the noise that the skinks make.
Can the player force possession away from the ball holder?
Fortunately, ghouls have dodge. I like, just from the fact that they all have 4 strength, every time I knock down a Saurus, it was like, it was a big thing, and they just get back up next turn. But like, every time I knock down a Saurus, it's like, okay, whew. Like a little mini achievement.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier. Move quicker. They can dislodge the ball from that. They're in with a chance of turning this match on its head.
Ouch. Just a stun, but like, you see now she's going for the exact same thing that she did before.
Not what you'd expect.
And I have very little time to adapt to this because the skinks have, like, what is it, like 7 movement allowance? 8 movement allowance. My ghouls have 7. My generic guys have 4. My whites have 6, but like, even then. Like, I have to go for it just to mark that guy.
And he's still standing.
That Croxigor, this big fucker, is faster than my skeletons. Maybe this is a bad matchup. I don't know what is or isn't a bad matchup in Blood Bowl. And there's so many teams, you know.
He'll get an assist now.
That player is about to get punched above and
Look at this. That player's shuffling off the field.
Fortunately, Ado Higapes gets fucked, I believe is the technical term. And then that happens and my turn is over.
well, that's embarrassing for everyone.
Fuck you, Conqueror. Like, I've got 2 turns. Like, Ash has 1 turn left and is very much has the ability to do the thing she did. And then I accidentally blitzed with the wrong guy because I should have blitzed with one of these 2. Coffin Basher gets KO'd. I should have blitzed with one of these 2 because like, now Ash has the perfect opportunity to do exactly what she did last time.
And it didn't come off.
Which, fortunately, she fails. I'm just trying to get, like, armor breaks, like, KOs and injuries at this point. It's the last turn, like, nothing I can do down here. I just want to get as many Sauruses off the field as possible, because I've not managed to get any of... Like, I've KO'd a Skank. That's it. I just want the Sauruses to leave.
Not a wise place to end your turn on the border of the pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd, well, that happened. It took 3 days to piece the body back together.
I think that was me misinterpreting how strength works. Then I did that.
What the fans take away, they often do.
And then, of course, like, it's the end. It would be the end of the turn anyway, but, like... And then, of course, I failed to pick up, because nothing can go right for me this game. Bogdan there at the back. If I had my mummy, I think this game could have gone a lot differently. Unfortunately, in like turn 1, he fucking exploded last game, so you know what could I do? I like the way the skink zigzag there.
Would I want to return to the game? Probably not.
They should replace that player before they lose any more.
Now, basically, whenever I make a team and I have like enough shit left over, I don't go for substitutes. I pour a bunch into fan factor, so I end up getting the extra fan factor reroll a fair bit, and I do like it. I do like having that. I like having a lot of rerolls. You can see I have 5. Ash has 2.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Though not having to like get an apothecary definitely helps. So this is where I think, maybe my luck is changing, because like first block of the half, I get a stun on a Saurus. Although I need to use a reroll in turn 1, which is not amazing. And then that happens. But I get another stun. So it's like, it's a better start than before. But I'm still like, I'm sweating. Because it's Lizard Man. You know? And as you can see, she's like just sending 2 skinks and a Saurus as before. It just wasn't my game.
Yep, I reckon that's what he'd say.
It just was not my game.
Knockout.
I believe this was before, we did this before Delia and Vera's game. Delia won that one, I believe I mentioned, because Vera was down like 3 guys and had to get, the, what are they called, journeyman? The generic lineman that you have to hire with petty cash to make up your numbers. She needed a bunch of those because of the deaths and the guy who was injured.
Now that's a real mess.
Because the thing is, I want to beat up the Sauruses. See, I've got most of the Sauruses on the ground. I want to beat up the Sauruses because they're strong. But I also need to beat up the Skinks because they're fast. All the while, there is a Croxigor. He's there. He never really stops being there and doing that. Because he's got Mighty Blow.
This could be a sack. I love it when that happens. Take down the ball carrier before he can move it up the field. Bloodbowl 101.
And then the Skink goes for it. And gets a touchdown. And at this point, I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
Losers are gonna make a move. They need to do it now.
Both my guys get up, though. Nobody's died, nobody's been injured. Unfortunately, because nobody's died on either side, so 6 Sauruses But there is a KO'd skink still, so... Is that. Wait, no, I think the skink woke up. But yeah, my skeleton on the front line starts with the ball, and it's like... Well, this is not...
Gonna be hard to make 'em lose the ball.
Like, this is difficult. Like, I want the ball, ideally, to be in the hands of one of my ghouls, because they're faster and they have dodge. Marcus Mortis here, he has 2 star player points. That's his only, like, defining characteristic.
One less obstacle to the ball carrier. Ticklers.
A little air to the
So I just gotta clear a path, which I do succeed in doing. And then I'm trying to make a cage, like I've seen all the guys in the videos do.
Good call. Intimidation is the key. It's one of my strengths when I was still playing.
But there's just so many Sorai.
This one, the attacker, smells weakness.
And the crocs that go so fast, it's like... That thing is like a freight train. When it blitzes, at least, obviously. Not blitzing this time, but... He just comes for you. He's like, alright bro, that's it. Like, how am I supposed to compete with that? With a mummy, probably, that I don't have.
The less defenders there are around the ball, the easier it's going to be to move.
I do love the whites. The WIGHTs. Tsar of the Pyramid is student. Why did I say it like that? Anyway, I really like that. I just like that they have block. Good man, Bogdan. I think that means Bogdan has done more on my team than he did on Vera's team. And of course he gets more games on my team, because he gets the one against Delia later. And then I finally get an injury. It's just badly hurt, but I finally get one of those skinks off the field, like, for good. And maybe it's too little too late at this point, but... And then Bonehead happens, which is good. The league only ended up being just the 3 rounds, and then we never like did another competition. But I wanted the guys at least off the pitch, and also this would make it, if I gave them anything that took them off for a game, it would help Vera out. KO'd that guy. This is
rolling up into his head.
that was bad. Skinks having dodge and stunty is like annoying, but at least I got it out the way, and I'm just like, I don't know if my skeleton can really make this, but I have to try, because obviously I want star player points on guys that aren't just my ghouls. I love the way that Bogdan walks.
That's quite a mismatch, Bob.
I know. That weedy fella's gonna get splatted. Oh, I'm excited, Jim.
I actually kind of like when it's stunned because, like, sure, I can't use that player for a while, but they're also, like, fine. Like, I was kind of the only person in the league who wanted to do fouls, and even then I didn't do that many. I did one last game, and I don't think I did any this game. I haven't so far, at least. So having them on the ground is fine.
Well, they had to retreat a little. It was getting dangerous. Solid tackle. If you kill the fool carrying the ball, then you stop the score.
So it's the last 3 turns for both of us, and at this point I think I've given up any chance of winning, but I just want my team to be in the best shape for the next round.
Nice catch. Now go on, buddy.
And that involves getting star player points, of course. So obviously got to send my boy Bogdan up to on like to support. And then that happens. But then it doesn't happen. And I keep beating up skinks. And then I did that, and it worked. You know, no risk, no reward. No pain, no gain. That sort of thing, you know?
With arms like trees.
And as punishment, Marcus Jointless gets fucking executed.
We've still got players hitting each other. Love it.
And he doesn't regenerate. So I'm just sort of in shock at this point. I mean, I guess it's karma, but like... Because at this point, obviously, I'm getting to know the names of my guys. Because, I didn't know them, but I'm getting to know them because I keep, like, clicking on them and moving them around.
The player's down. Turnover.
So at that point, like Plague Slicer last match, I didn't really care for because he hadn't done anything. Marcus Jointless, like, ripped to a real one, honestly.
That player is so close to a world of hurt.
That's a
And then I think I realized here that even if I go for it, I can't actually make it to the touchdown line. So I just have to stop the Sauruses from blitzing. Because at least then I can get a touchdown. Oh yeah, the Croxigal levels up at the end of this one. You can see that there. I didn't know they still had that in the replays. That's good. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm gonna push this skink off the edge. But then I forget that there needs to, if you want to do it from a diagonal, there needs to like not be anyone for them to go into. And then Coffin Basher dies. And now, yes, Ado Higaya is, like, injured, but Coffin Basher is fucking dead. Ghouls don't even get to try and regenerate. So this is, like, I'm thinking, this is karma for what I did to Vera's team. Except, like, that was, like, one of my guys who had star player points. Skink goes for the blitz, but only has 2 strength.
To highlight who gets hit next.
So in my last turn... Well, firstly, I try and kill this skink. Because I'm mad. Nothing happens, but... You can't fault me for trying. And then I'm like, I want to do some fighting, but I just need to get this touchdown.
It would seem that the coach has finally looked through the manual.
Yeah, would have been even better if he'd done it.
And then he does a thriller dance. Which is bold for a man named Baldric, I have to say. And nobody wakes up. Oh no, but they both wake up. They're both... This was not a good match for me.
All the knockout players are back on.
But at least I got a touchdown. And then Ash gets one last turn.
Kick in the head to have to kick the ball.
So I am moving my guys away from the violence. Except for randoms I don't care about, like Dirt Grinder, Boris the Vanguard, and Bogdan is there because Bogdan does not retreat. Bogdan does not run away. He fights till the bitter end, and then he keeps fighting apparently because he did have a bitter end on account of the fact that he died.
They picked up the ball. I suppose I should say something memorable or funny.
Go, big guy. Trample all over him.
Oh, I forgot about Ash going for a foul here.
Rolling on the ground.
Well, I forgot about most of this match.
And here comes the other team.
And the injured
And then he died, but he didn't.
but surely regenerates himself.
I was about to say, like, I swear he didn't die, and then he regenerated right at the end. But that was like 3 kills, basically. Which, like, 2 deaths. I didn't kill anyone. Here are the stats. I had more ball possession. I had more occupation of own half. I had more occupation of the opponent's half. I had more successful blocks, apparently. Like, stats-wise, I did very well this game, but it didn't feel like it. Casket Robber got 5-star player points, but, like, he died. Here's some dice rolls for you. Six pages for me, apparently. My god, Bogdan. Like... That's very violent of you. I think this is by character rather than, like, in chronological order, but still. And then the D6. Only failed 1 regeneration, and it was to bring a guy back from the dead. Anyway. Now on to the final match of the league.
Talismans R Us are certainly making a splash on the used arcane item retail scene of late.
And now for the final match of the entire league, as it turned out. We didn't know this at the time, but like the entire league, which was me versus Delia. Delia lost to Ash in round 1, but did beat Vera in round 2, so we were both 1-1. Vera, you'll probably guess this. Ash beat Vera, I think, fairly comprehensively. So this, I think, was the last match that was played in the league. So we had a 3-1, we had a 3-0, an 0-3, and we would have a 2-1 and a 1-2, unless there was a draw, of course. But we didn't know who would be which, because we'd both lost Ash and beaten Vera. So this was like, honestly, the most important match of the whole league.
Another chance to see some bloody action. Count me in.
Yeah, this was I'd definitely say the most important in, because this was, sure, it was a battle for second place, but like, I feel like the battles for like any sort of competition for to get second place or third place is often more interesting than trying to get first. Anyway, yeah, so this is Delia's Chaos team. I mean, it's a Chaos team. It's mostly Goatmen. And then a couple Chaos Warriors. I don't think any of them have any mutations. There's Bogdan. So yeah, I was down a skeleton and a ghoul in this, and I don't know if I actually got a new ghoul. I don't remember.
Above all, don't go near mummies. They hurt.
Yeah, I only have 3 ghouls in this game. Who's my new guy? Yeah, we got Virigard, the Dead Jester. And, but the mummy's back at least. And immediately I want to start using him because he's big and strong. Nefern the Fourth, we haven't seen you in a very long time. He's still like, he's got a permanent, like he's got a niggling injury. Like he damaged his back on like basically turn 1, I think. Very early on in that game, and I haven't seen him since, so I'm just like, what does this guy even do? He has Mighty Blow, I think.
Look at all those men sitting down on the job. There'll be trouble.
Yeah, he's got Mighty Blow, and obviously he has regeneration, because only the ghouls don't. I don't have any substitutes. Delia does. This Minotaur has block. Scary. But I still have sort of the advantage of rerolls in here. And we sort of like knew going in that this was less going to be playing any sort of sport and more just going to be us kicking the ever-loving shit out of each other for 16 turns. So that is what we endeavored to do.
What can you do against a full-speed horned opponent?
Aim between the eyes.
Oh no, Coffin Basher was the one that died. Casket Robber's fine. He leveled up, and so I gave him Sure Hands, I think, or Pickup. I think that's Pickup. No, Sure Hands. Same thing. I gave him Sure Hands because ghouls pick up the ball. I want them to be good at it.
There'll be trouble with the unions if this carries on.
Stefan, I think, might have leveled up again. Oh no, he didn't.
Struggle to untangle that.
Trying to see if anyone else leveled up. And the answer is not really. But there's Bogdan. Like a pivotal member of this team. Ever since he transferred over from Vera's team. It was a shame. He really wanted to bring his best friend Jan over to the team, but we could only afford one of them. And, like, he was heartbroken, honestly. Like, I remember talking to him the day after it happened, and he was like, he got, like, you know, all's fair in love and Bloodbowl, but he was very visibly kind of torn up about it, and but he in the end he knuckled down, and he played some good Blood Bowl, you know, and that I think is the mark. That is a mark of a really good zombie. I think is just their ability to just get on with it. It's admirable, I think, especially in a sport like this. Anyway, Delia's used all her rerolls already. It's turn 3, and we missed turn 1. Now this is a proper Bogdan moment. See, he just goes in, immediately gets the stun. He gets things done. Fuck you, Scruffgore. That's he's just a solid player. He was a tenacious little bastard when he was playing for Vera, and he's a tenacious little bastard now he's playing for me. He's a real character, you know? And I hope he enjoys his retirement. Because, like, this is the... Like, this team is not being, like, played again. I'm keeping them... That's gotta be terrifying if you're Dirt Grinder. Fortunately, he has dodge. So, like, imagine... Oh, yeah, and then Frenzy happened, and... I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, he failed to go for it, apparently, with Frenzy. Which allows Dirt Grinder to get a touchdown. I seem to remember we were both rather confused until we looked down at the bottom where the dice rolls were. Because he just sort of got slapped and fell over, but of course it was like because the Frenzy was going for it. But yeah, I can't really, like, I was struggling to get any symmetry because I have 3 skeletons, 3 ghouls. Oh no, I have 4 skeletons. But I have 3 ghouls and, like, 1 Bogdan, 1 mummy, and it was like... I wanted to have Bogdan on the front line, because he's Bogdan. I was very lucky that that wasn't a touchback.
Unity is strength.
The attacker has an assist.
Beauregard gets injured immediately. Just badly hurt. And I believe, yeah, he regenerates from it. But, like, first game. His first game, he gets laid out like that. And he just gets back up. He gets knocked down, but he gets up again. You're never going to keep him down. Much like Bogdan. You're never going to keep Bogdan down. I am. I guess I technically kept him down, but I also got him back up, so... Impossible to say, really. And then Baldric also gets injured. He smashes his hand, and then he is fine. And I think Delia was getting quite annoyed at these regenerations at this point. That probably didn't help with the annoyance, the annoyedness either, because it was not going well for her. I just wanted to, and I just wanted to keep the momentum that I had, and maybe beat up some guys. Because at this point, we didn't know if we were going to be continuing or not. Yeah, we didn't know if we were going to be continuing after this or not, and then we ended up not playing the game for like 3 years. I mean, I played some like single player in like the Eternal League, but we didn't play like the League for like 3 years. Or it's closer to 2.5 actually. But yeah, might go ahead block. Because he's a white, and the whites are... They have block. You know what they say about white people? They don't fall over. Oh, and then I killed a guy. Now the apothecary happened, so he didn't actually die. But I gouged his eye out by slapping him, which I think is impressive. I also think it's impressive that a gouged out eye only, like, makes you miss a game and doesn't affect you in any other way. Like, that's not something you really recover from. Like, what if you get a gouged eye twice? Is there rules for that? Probably not. I love the Chaos Warrior dropkick, that's fun. Chaos teams seem fun, like, and Nurgle as well, because they get, like, mutations. And Underworld Denizens, I think, gets mutations as well. Like, I want to try and play around with those a bit. But also Undead is just really fun. I also want to try, like, Necromantics. For a similar reason, I like Undead. I like that all, like, the different roles on the team have a different model in something like an Undead team. And then I injured the, Minotaur. I was just like... I'm on something of a warpath here. Bogdan's taking a nap. If there's one thing to be said about this team, is it does kind of fuck up the enemies. As evidenced by killing 2 people in the first game. The fact that I almost killed the Chaos Warrior in this game, if it wasn't for the Apothecary. Like, the Beastmen look scary, and it's, like, they're good with blitzing, but it is important to remember they are only 3 strength. Because they are, like, the generic linemen of the Chaos team. They're, like, equivalent to my skeletons, except for the horns. I really love that animation. It's like that. The main reason that I have it set to armor breaks only is so I don't get tired of the animations.
Apparently, wizards call that kinetic energy.
Anyway, that's the end of the half. Because I feel like with the animation playing all the time, it'd be easy to get sort of tired of it, and I don't want to get tired of it because it looks really good.
They're short of one player. That's a gap that can be filled. They've kicked the ball to the opponents. Now it's time to think defensively. Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one. Look at Twinkle Toes there.
I think Delia basically gave up on trying to score a touchdown at some point during this game. I don't think it's happened yet, but you'll probably notice it when it happens.
He won't leave it alone anytime soon.
Everyone knows the main
Now that's a real
the main aim of Bloodbowl is just to kill as many people as possible. Like the main game of any sport, the main goal of any sport. Oh, I've completely forgotten the first game. I swore vengeance against the guy that killed my ghoul, and then I forgot what his name was. And I didn't look when the replay was playing, so I still don't know what his name is. Wait, no, I think I wrote it down somewhere.
This player likes to be
Ah, Stanisław Fiut. That guy.
They've just got owned. That's what the cool kids are saying these days, isn't it?
Rare occasion when I get to actually do something with all of my team. Because I'm winning at this point. I don't really care about getting touchdowns if I could just lay into Delia's team. They can't score touchdowns if they are dead. This mummy gets beat up a lot.
Oh, round shook veg, Jim. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ow. So it's just sort of assorted violence from here on. Because I want to do violence, so I win. And Delia wants to do violence because Delia loves doing violence.
He's going to sleep, and maybe we will see him on the pitch.
It doesn't really work out amazingly well for her.
own player is a dead player. Off times at any rate.
I don't know why they're called cowboys when really they're goat boys, you know? I guess it doesn't alliterate. Anyway, turnover.
They're attacking the ball carrier, Bob.
I know, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you. It's a solid tactic. If you kill the fool...
I love Frenzy, it's such a good skill. And then I KO'd. I think that's the second time I've KO'd Scruffgore. Oh, I may have stunned him last time.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
And sending Marcus Mortis. I have a theory that Marcus Mortis set up Marcus Jointless to be killed in that last match because he wanted to be the only Marcus on the team. I asked him about it. He was... Oddly enough, he's a very talkative guy, and he didn't say anything, and I found that odd. I found that very odd. But I don't have any proof. And, like, nobody really cares to investigate the death of a guy who was literally killed on a Blood Bowl pitch by a Blood Bowl player. So, it will haunt me to my dying day, I think. Anyway, I injured that guy.
More pain for that team. Their pain.
He lost 1 point in armor value, which would have like been really bad if the league continued. And it's just more and more of Delia's players are getting are off the pitch. You see, there are 5 here compared to my guys. There's 1, so this is a 10v6 at the moment. And I think I think I just wanted to keep getting people off the pitch. There's Bogdan. He's a big fan of the sort of tactic of supporting the ball carrier as Bogdan. Probably because it means he gets to get beaten up more. I think he likes getting beaten up, to be perfectly honest. Nothing against that. I think that's why he does what he does. And then that happened. That was a whole turn.
The domino effect in action.
I think at some point during this match, all of Delia's players do end up lying on the ground. It may have happened already and I just missed it. I mean, that's how you know you're playing proper Blood Bowl, isn't it? I don't know why I didn't move Casket Robber up before all this fighting happened. Maybe I was thinking about going for it and didn't want to risk losing violence opportunities on go for it rolls.
Even Cinch would struggle to untangle that.
And in the end, well, that was funny. I didn't even know that guy was going for it. But in the end, like, there's a guy here now who wasn't here before, and I lost my chance at, like, basically a free touchdown. It's like, okay, now I have to fight for this again.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team have a go at the ball now.
And I...
And let the
So, and then I did the blitz, and then...
I mean the ball carrier, go.
And I think to myself, okay, one more turn, and that's the second touchdown. So what do? I just gotta prevent people from stopping that touchdown by KOing Tentagor.
That's how every match should end.
Doing those kinds of things. Stunning that guy. This, yeah, see, every... Oh wait, no, there's still that one guy who I didn't attack for some reason. And unfortunately, I don't get this next touchdown because he gets stunned. 6 people. 6 people in the fucking off the pitch box. Yeah, but yeah, Casket Robber gets stunned and Yelgpor picks up the ball, so I'm just like, okay, I can't get this final touchdown. So I engage violence mode.
They'll need to get rid of the ball now there's pressure on them. This could be a sack. I love it when that happens. For the bang! Headshot.
But he just doesn't have enough movement allowance. He's 1 short. And then, of course, Yelgpor can get back up next turn. But yeah, I just keep beating up Beastmen. And the occasional Chaos Warrior, like Felkane Neth Shayesh. See, I use a reroll there to turn the push into a defender down. Just because I can, really.
They're going for the ball.
And then, unfortunately, Dirt Grinder
That's it.
gets knocked down.
Ball carrier. Take them down.
And Turley Muzzle, and like that's Delia's final turn, is doing like bare minimum to stop me getting that touchdown. Which would have got Dirt Grinder a level up, so I'm annoyed about that. Not that it would have ended up mattering, obviously, because last game in the league, but...
Open up the ball with the opponent so close.
And then I try to pass, and I fail it. And that's that.
But that was utter crock.
So yeah, just a 1-0 for me, but there's like 12 armor breaks from Delia's side. I had 50% ball possession, Delia had 6. Absolutely wild. Star player points. Stefan got like a bunch more. Because he's Stefan and he just does that. I mean, he got MVP is the thing. That gets you an immediate like 5, I think. Anyway, Delia's dice rolls only failed 1 out of 6 wild animal rolls, which was pretty good. So many successes on fucking armor rolls as well. And then the block dice. And then my guys, see, Stefan like beat up a bunch of dudes, and by that I mean 3 dudes. Bogdan as well, doing a little bit. Ivan the Feared doing so much blocking. And Viragard as well. And Nefern, of course. And Marcus. And then D6 wise. I failed my only necessary catch roll. And my only pass roll. Very sad. But yeah, that was this was
Infamous after-dinner
those
soup
are all
at
the
last year's
games for
DBAT
this
Awards.
club. So
The following
this team.
riot was really quite wonderful.
So we got 2 wins, 1 loss, and then sort of all matches. Average score 1, which I thought was kind of funny. 32 injured players. 3 guys died.
Stadium is like a second home.
And then, like, this is the final sort of team roster. Rattle me bones! So, see, Casket Robber has sure hands. Stefan, I ended up also giving, Strip Ball, but then the thing ended. Nefern's got that injury. Bogdan, I put at number 7. I think to replace a guy, I think Plague Slicer was number 7 and he died. So I think that's why Bogdan's number 7. 3 rerolls, 1 level of cheerleader, like 5 fan factor that I can't actually level up any further. Coach assistant, 80k
Don't forget, Coach,
left
you
over,
need to
and more
maintain
team
your
value
base
than I
speed.
started with, and I'm happy about this was a friendly, and I'm happy about that. I'll take that. And that was the Rib Ticklers, and then they retired, and they all went to live on the beach, and they were never seen again. I think a lot of them got arrested for tax evasion, and their sequel, the sequel team to the Rib Ticklers, the Completely Normal Men. Similar team, basically the same team composition.
The best way to impress your shareholders.
Obviously, they've had a friendly, which they won, but they're ready. They're gonna pick up where the Rib Ticklers left off, I think, and they're gonna do really well. And I'm gonna probably when this league gets going, I'm gonna stream that on Twitch. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the Perfectly Normal Men, the Completely Normal Men. Sorry, the Completely Normal Men. And in the meantime, say goodbye to the Rib Ticklers and happy retirement to Bogdan Wisniewski.